You're live now. So, body, mind, soul. So let's three words. Is it okay now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You explain body, she explain mind because she is very active in mind and soul.
And you're the doctor.
So yeah. So body, physical body, what you see, the senses, five senses mainly, 10 senses actually. The five physical and five knowledge, hearing, listening, and mind more inside. Now, as the man's evolution, or you can say evolution or introspection, whatever word you put, as moving the attention. Now, you see the body with the physical eyes. You see the mind with the eyes.
No,
Where is the mind?
it's within.
Okay. Uh, Mind is not even yours. So, difference in the mind and the brain, what the difference?
The brain is an organ, and within the brain, the functions are both to take care of physical aspects of the body, like all the senses, uh,
Hmm.
sympathetic, parasympathetic.
Yeah.
It's the central nervous system.
Yes.
So functions of the body, and then the mind is, I think it's composed
Yeah.
of basically our
So,
thoughts.
body we can call the gross body, and the mind more subtle body. Then, which is body mind, we can say two sides of the same coin, and body mind is a linear reality. As we see the screen is not disturbed by the movies you play on it.
Right.
You put many channels, one, two, three, four, five. So in all the religions, they put the word spirit, eternal spirit, or the soul. But do you use your body mind? Do you use your soul? What do how you live your soul in daily life? The soul is you know, the playground, the like the screen. So each moment you are thinking what is right, what is wrong. You do something wrong, hiding from others, or stealing, killing, or any what is called bad karma, or you know. That is the soul essence. Why? Because in soul level, you're not, you in the soul level, you are connected with each other. Why you are connected? Like you see you have cell phone, you have cell phone, I have cell phone, but there is a field. What is that field which is not separate? What is that? Those vibrations, those waves. But you tapping by the number. The same way, like the ocean and the river, the bubbles are different, but interconnected is oneness. Like you want to figure out because you are used to figure out always. You see the garden, you see a tree which is bitter. The same garden, very sweet. The same garden, another lemon, which is acidic. But they all coming from the one ground.
Mm-hmm.
You see? From one ground. So, man's illusion, because I have little chat box called brain or mind, think it is mine. Suppose you do not give the name, Natalie, you give number 1, 2, 3, or any number. Still, you are still functioning. So name is not you. Name, we can change your name every hour. You see what I'm saying? You understand? So name and form is not the real you. But every hour you are using I, name, form. But somehow name and form get so identified that the real spirit get covered up. Like suppose you're watching a TV channel 3, you cannot overcome channel 5, channel 9. You see? So there is something, me and mine, attachment. Attachment means it's like the the material the world is made up of is all thinking glue, thinking linear glue, and that glue keep you intact. This is me, this is mine, this is not mine, this is thine. So this is like illusory glue. Why you call it illusory glue? Because the dream you dreamt yesterday was a mini illusory glue. Do you see the dream you dreamt yesterday or day before yesterday came and went, is passing by. The same way the life, unless unless you discover, because it's not satisfied. The mind is never satisfied. It wants something eternal. That's why it had the idea of God or a soul, but it has no contact. It's so busy into the glue of ego that it passes very quick. So there is some it had the idea, the concept, but concept has no meaning unless it is living it. Like suppose if I have concept of gold, I give you $1 million into gold, but that is the only idea. Unless you say, "Hey, show me," or I'm giving it to you now. Did you get it? No. Why? Because it was only idea and imagination. That's how we have made our life miserable, because we are always seeking God, truth, but living contradictory opposite, built up on the wall of the ego. How it can find peace? How can you find peace in the dream? Yeah, you need to talk properly. Yeah. Come close. Be near. Yeah. See, for example, yeah, what I'm saying is that how can you find true happiness in the dream? You can have idea, you can have pleasure of the in the you have nothing in dream. You can't even figure out you will go to India in dream. Dream is dreaming you, not you dreaming the dream. Dream is dreaming you. Imagine this life is also a programmed dream by the society. When you are born up, you are this, you are this, you are this, you are this, and all program loaded in your brain. So what are you? Your borrowed dream. And then your spirit want the real joy. So what is the real joy? In anything. The car you buy, you want something not break. The relationship you want, it should not break, it should not cheat it. Everyone. So, but the material life, so-called mind and brain, is fake, fake, fake. It's all just like dream. You start thinking, oh, I'm Lenny, I'm white, I'm this. All that is just programming only, nothing more than program. Social programming, virtual living, cannot satisfy. So the flame, the inside flame, wants something eternal, real, peaceful, that the nature of idea of the soul. But soul, we have only soul. We have maybe 2 minute meeting of soul. Someone dies, then a moment of silence happens. This fake silence in the churches or anywhere, that is just stopping the mouth. That's not silence. That has no relation with silence. Inside monkey mind chattering. Am I talking another language or something? You, you see, we are talking of body, mind, soul. Mind is always seeking the soul. Body is seeking the soul. Animals are more happy because they're not seeking. They leave it. The body mind flow through them and leave it, and that's it. They're not becoming. Suppose relationship in the animals happens and happen and they move on. They're not saying, hey, you are to be my what you call a permanent buddy and ownership of the relationship or of the house. None of those things are there, even in the plants or animals. That's why they are more funny, more, and they don't suffer because they are not seeking God or soul. It's a human being which is cursed. It has invented its own suffering. Neither in this world nor in that world. It is just stuck.
So it is better to live like animal.
In one way. I mean, in one way, I'm not saying it's not better. You're comparing your mind, but definitely, if you have a time, there are people who are not even having time to see what their life is. Absolutely, they are going in the car, they are being fed very well, and there was Madam Beverly Hills who will feed the jumbo shrimps. I may imagine dog and cat, who is serving whom? Without the earning and the hard work, they are having fun. And people, owners, they say they are the owners of that dog and cat. What kind of owner? They don't have no choice. They don't have paper. They don't have certificate. Ask them who is the owner. They are the servants of those. What has gone wrong with the man? That's why the modern science will definitely invent that something has gone wrong. This so-called technology and science is bullshit because his dream is born out of dream. Is born out of dream means for convenience. Convenience, what is convenience? You want to reach to India, you used to go in the older time, very more slow, so you invented to reach there. So what then? You are there, you are say you are okay, you are doing this sadhana, this technique. Oh, I got more spiritual. What more spiritual? You're more rotten than before. Just only change the clothing, the color. The mind is the same, anxietyful. And man has invented to decorate nice buildings, nice churches. They go walk together on Saturday and do different clothing, but that has no meaning. That's just a drama. Real science is who am I? I was observing Ramana Maharishi, the Sadguru. He does not even say this thing, greeting or good morning. The reason is there is no two. There is no two. There is no two. It appears like the this is me. This is me. This is my name and form. That is the prime illusion. I am the doer. I am the big. Of course, you take a clapping when you do some kind of a big achievement, whether it is running or whether football or all that uh, garbage, human garbage, Olympic and this. Do the cats and dogs have that? Olympic?
No, they don't.
They are having Olympic every day. They don't need it. Yearly and all that falsification. So actually, the question and the science is going on from the time immemorial. They were trying to find what is inside the Mother Earth. They found they found the gold. They found the diamond. But they also found copper. They found the iron. Now the tiger and cobra, do they lie down or tie down to the gold if they found a lump of gold? No. But do you know that all consciousness is one? All consciousness is oneness. Where there is the breathing, whether it is a worm, lukewarm, or tiger or cobra, all consciousness is oneness, life. So one has the choice, one live in the chatterbox or one live in the body. Body level, bodybuilder, body lifespan is very small, maybe 4 years, 5 years, then the muscles start loosening up and it got reversed. They become difficult time in the old age. Now the mind has been, it only changes the color and appear as different. But in the dream, what is the difference? The same dream you are dreaming 1 week will look different, but it's the same dream. It look different. For example, any person come from India will think, oh, different. Of course, different. When one goes from here, different. Of course, different. But yet not really different. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, like in the garden, the different plants, but deep down, no different. So, unified wholeness That is what the mind seeking, the soul. Soul is not changeable, not alterable, because it is not bound by the time. That's what the mind seeking the truth of it, where it is coming from, where it is origin of the mind. So then let's understand it, the ocean and the waves. Wave look like different, but yet not. Yes, it's different in the for the eyes or for the mind, connected with the mind. But deep there is all oneness, unified wholeness, which cannot be changed even if you want to. Let's put it this way: the gold and the ornaments. Let's say five ornaments: the chain, the bracelet, the ring. You see, many. But the gold does not know what is chain, what is ring, what is. You see, it does not, because it cannot know. The same way, the life is the mystery which cannot be known. And human ego, oh, I'm very powerful because I know this, and it's so full of fear. It has to know tomorrow, it has to know where it goes, it has to always know, no. And no is, of course, it is comfort. But there is no ananda, there is no exuberation, there is no wildness, there is no life there. It's only mental machine. And it is seeking the wild joy, which is when you are a child, you are closer to the animal kingdom. But it's a live or not, you can't just figure out. But the mind is always seeking to figure, okay, you can live that life. You can live a little chatter box of the dream, which produce another dream, but a dream is dream. It can give you excitement, but with the excitement comes also the opposite of it. Excitement and depression. Excitement and depression. What goes up goes down. You see the difference? So, is there a state? That's what is seeking. The absolute stillness, absolute no reaction, never reaction. That is here and now, nowness. That means you have stepped out of the monkey mind. Is it the state like you cannot compare, like drunk? No, it's like sound sleep. Sound sleep, there is no becoming. And you do not want to become God. You do not want to become no becoming. Why? Becoming and being is all oneness. Then, in other words, you can say, let thy word, let thy Lord do my life. It automatic pilot, automatic. And it is simpler than the simplest. But the reason is not available to the clever people. Clever means clever and cunningness is very practical in the material world, but it defeats its own purpose in the, you can say, spiritual world. It sounds like two worlds. No, it's no two world. It is simplicity. You are in the time no longer, and it's a very different life. And the paradox is that we always seek, and it will seek unless it find its own mother. So the thinking pattern seeking, where it originates from, the seeking itself. Seeker is the sought, sought is the seeker, is is oneness. What do you have to say?
I'm just trying to follow.
No. Tell me what you have to say.
Yeah.
We are talking of the human consciousness, not a person. We are talking of the presence, not the person. You see the difference? Because always people take personal. Person is ghost. Person is not there. We are talking of presence. All this we are talking of human consciousness. Human consciousness has been through thousands and thousands of years. Of course, it goes in the dream of the war and the peace, little peace, then again war. It's just, it's like this bubble. The dream is seeking the non-dream, the reality. This this time, the clock, the watch is all illusory. And every day we experience it. In the sound sleep, there is no becoming. Do you know that what that state is? It's not, that is cannot be bought and sold by $1 million or 10 million or billion. Then you understand what is the value of this breath. Breath is not even oxygen or that. Deep down, whether you know it or not know it, is still there. What you have to say?
The separating the mind and the body uh, from uh, from the soul consciousness. Uh, I don't really see the necessity to separate them.
Yeah, yeah. There is no. It appear as separate, yet not separate. For example, the screen. You see the screen, the screen, the screen.
Mhm.
When the rays come, then all you get involved into the forms and the pictures. You never know the screen, but because of the screen, all this is happening.
Mm.
See, that dance take over, the drama take over. See, is not separate. It cannot be separate. For example, let's understand it like the ocean and the waves. Waves look different, but is the waves are different, or the bubbles in the river are different than the ocean or river? No, it's not separate. Yes?
No, correct.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah. See, the simplest of all, the simplest of all is this. You are in the satsang. Whether you figure it out or not figure it out, understand or not misunderstand, still you receive. Why? At one stage, your heart consciousness knows without the words. Like the rose flower enters here, rose flower, whether you know its beauty or not, it is in existence. You don't know the words. We are prisoner of the words and language and the time. And then we compare each other. Oh, I understand, I understand, I understand. The life don't need to be understood. The child is more bigger fun because it does not need to figure out, because now when you are talking of modern technology, analyzing the protein, analyzing those vitamin protein, that's one thing. But if you are too clever and eating the food and analyzing every minute, you won't be able to enjoy the joy. Joy will be all consumed by, like in one plate, I give you 30 vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin D.
Mm.
Would you be able to enjoy?
No.
So that's how, suppose suppose gold and the iron, the one who is your lover or your love or your gives you a iron stick this big, that is more precious than someone gives you a gold dagger and stab you. You see, that's how we are living in the wrong direction, the self-destructive mechanism, that the mind is so fragmented in luxury place, but they can't taste the food, can't sit together, can't talk eye to eye. When you are talking of modern, you in the beginning you said, let's talk of modern technology, modern. That's what is going on. So this illusion, idea of knowing. So immune system is the indication which protect you. And what is the real protection? When you are in the wings of the Lord, that is, when you are under the umbrella of the beloved, that is the real immunity. You can't figure out plus minus in that, because here nowness is a mystery. If you live little longer, what good is that if you are miserable?
Yeah, they talk so much now about extending life.
Yeah.
People can finding the technology, but more importantly would be quality of life.
Yeah. Suppose, do you know, suppose I am miserable, I'd rather like get an injection of finishing that misery.
Like you do to a pet.
Huh?
When your dog is
Yeah.
suffering so much, there's
Yeah.
we are not allowed to do this with humans.
But they don't suffer. They actually, human beings suffer because they notice for them, the animals, they just observe.
Yeah, but they do have physical pain.
Yeah, physical pain also, but what happen is 100 times less than, because they don't record, they don't notice. Yeah, what happened? Human being think that he is suffering. It's my dog which is suffering. For the dog, it is a challenge. Why? How? It is, there is no duality there, good, bad. Human beings, they decide. That is what Gandhi was thinking one time. Okay, you kill the dog because if he's suffering. There is, what is suffering? What is suffering? For example, in India, the laborers, they will work hard building the houses, and they will lie down on the pebbles, on the stones, and have fantastic sleep, sound sleep. The other person going by or in the car will think, oh, it is suffering because it has not even bed. So, who is the person who is suffering? The mind. For example, in the dream you are a tiger is attacking you. Simply the body vibrate, or the mind, the more the mind, the more the suffering. Mind means what? Knowing and unknowing. So the more you know, that's why the society become more and more miserable, because they know too much. It's nothing more to know on the material world, yes, but in the spiritual world, not knowing is the treasure. They arrange all the jungle and animal kingdom. Human being is the most cruel in that way, that cutting down the forest, and the mother wholeness, if you see from their angle, then anything you destroy, any species or any trees which you don't know, has a reason, has a cause. It's the human being which says good, bad, right, wrong, good, bad, right, wrong. That is just the uh, human mind. Like in China, maybe because more population, they're building. They're following that, and you can make the buildings where you can't sleep. You can work hard, and the, for the eyes it look, oh, it is so many buildings, it's civilized. So ultimate of all science is observing. Observing means that let's look at the human mind, human being. It want to be the richer than the richest. Go ahead, collect your billions, but you are most miserable ever possible. You want the super lover, super miserable, is so scared and afraid and dead and sick. Then what more you want? Power? Power over what? Today is Saturday. Can you bring Friday back? Not a thing. Only appear like powerful. Power is a illusory illusion. Control is all basura. The whole things of human race, honey, money, power, is a stupid dream, because finally it wants restful peace, which is get in the night, but is not organized by the mind. It happens by the beloved. The same, it invented God and enlightenment. For what? For getting the eternal peace. But the peace is not there in the person. No matter how much, is not in the person, because person is false and fake. Where is it? It's not there, not there, is here and now, all here and now. You live it or you miss it. You can't write a chapter on it, you can't write a book on it, you can't speak it, because the words are the more and more confusing. Of course, people call of love, because in the love the words stop. There is no more words. It's not something to get, but more closer to losing. Losing means lose the fakeness, losing the falsehoodness, lose the ignorance, the stupidity, getting so glued into the illusion. Glue. That's how one can't even like to speak like this. Wealth cannot be given and shared. One can only, like the magnet and the iron, it It does not give anything, receive anything, it happens. That's why the beauty of satsang is cannot be described. And the stream. You have any final word? And the stream. Okay. And yes.